हेलो एवरीवन। तो इस वीडियो में हम देखने वाले हैं बेसिक मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग के कुछ मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन। ये इस वीडियो का पार्ट 1 है। इसमें हम टोटल 30 क्वेश्चन देखेंगे और पार्ट 2 में फिर 30 क्वेश्चन देखेंगे। ऐसे करके हम टोटल मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग के सारे जो भी सिलेबस होता है वो सब कुछ क्लियर करेंगे और कवर करेंगे। तो शुरू करते हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 से। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 है, a flat surface can be produced by a lathe machine if the cutting tool moves. So, if the cutting tool moves perpendicular to the axis of rotation of the workpiece, then the flat surface can be produced. Second question है, what is the function of cone pulley drive in lathe machine? What is the function of cone pulley drive in lathe machine? So the function of cone pulley drive in lathe machine is to change the spindle speed. Next question is, which of the following is a mechanism for mechanized movement of the carriage along longitudinal axis? So the mechanism is apron. Option number C is correct. Next question is question number 4. The function of taper turning process is to reduce the diameter of a workpiece along its length. Option number A is correct. Next question, the question number 5th is, the process of beveling sharp ends of a workpiece is called as. So this process is called as chamfering. Option number D is correct. Question number 6 is, in an isolated system, blank space can be transferred between the system and its surrounding. In an isolated system neither energy nor mass can transfer. Option number D is correct. Question number 7 is, which of the following is an extensive property? So the extensive property depends on mass. So the correct answer is volume. Next question is question number 8. How is absolute pressure measured? So absolute pressure is gauge pressure plus atmospheric pressure. Option number A is correct. Next question is question number 9. The extensive properties of a system are dependent upon the mass of the system. Option number C is correct. Question number 10 is, an isobaric process has constant. Isobaric means pressure is constant, has constant pressure. Option number B is correct. Question number 11 is, which of the following energy conversion device convert heat into work? So heat is converted into work by IC engine. Option number B is correct. Lancashire boilers are internally fired boiler. Option number B is correct. Smoke tube boilers have large water to steam ratio, hence fill in the blank. Smoke tube boilers have large water to steam ratio, hence are slow in operation. Option number B is correct. Question number 14 is, which of the following statements are false in the reaction turbine? For reaction turbine, flow of water can be regulated without any losses, and water flows at constant atmospheric pressure over the runner. Next question is question number 15. In 4-stroke cycle engine, cycle is completed in. So the cycle is completed in 2 revolution of the crankshaft. Next question is question number 16. Which type of bearings are known as anti-friction bearing? So the anti-friction bearings are rolling contact bearing. Option number B is correct. Question number 17 is, in roller bearing, which type of rolling elements are used? In roller bearing, cylindrical roller, taper roller, spherical roller, all of these are used. Means option number D is correct. Question number 18 is, why is the load carrying capacity low in ball bearings? Why is load carrying capacity is low in ball bearing? So the correct answer is due to point contact between inner race and the ball. Due to point contact between inner race and the ball is the reason for low load carrying capacity of ball bearing. Question number 19 is, cylindrical roller bearing have greater cylindrical roller bearing have greater fill in the blanks. So cylindrical roller bearings have greater radial load carrying capacity. Greater radial load carrying capacity. Question number 20 is, which of the following statements is oblique are true? So let's see the options. Jaw clutch is a positive clutch. Jaw clutch is a positive clutch. That is correct. The power transmitting capacity of a friction clutch is inversely proportional to the coefficient of friction between contacting surface. That is wrong. Driving and driven plates in friction clutches are held together due to a radial force applied by the helical bearing, helical spring. That is wrong. And 4 is also wrong. So the correct answer is option number A. Question number 21 is, determine torque transmitting on the pinion shaft if torque transmitting on gear shaft is 20 Newton meter. Consider gear ratio is 4. So if the gear ratio is 4, then torque transmitting torque ratio, gear ratio and torque ratio are related with gear ratio equals torque transmitted on gear shaft to the pinion shaft. Gear ratio is equals to torque transmitted by gear shaft to gear ratio G equals torque due to gear to torque due to pinion. So 4 equals 20 by T. So T equals 20 divided by 4. So it will be equals to 5. Next question is, which of the following statements is oblique are true for gear drive? For gear drive, they are used to transmit power between non-intersecting and parallel shaft. Option number B is correct. Question number 23 is, in which power transmitting drive polygon effect is observed? So polygon effect is observed in chain drive. Most important question is, it is most important question, so please remember it. The polygon effect is observed in chain drive. The polygon effect is observed in chain drive. What is meant by gear ratio? So gear ratio is the ratio of pinion speed and gear speed. Gear ratio equals V pinion to V gear. It is also equals to torque gear to torque pinion. Next question is question number 25. Which gears are used to connect two intersecting shaft axles? So for two intersecting shaft axles, the gear used is bevel gear. For two intersecting shaft like this, So the gear used is bevel gear. One gear is like this and second gear is like this. So the shaft use is so the gear used is bevel gear. In stress strain diagram, up to proportional limit, stress is directly proportional to strain. Option stress is directly proportional to strain. Option number C is correct. Question number 27 is deformation per unit length is called as so means delta L divided by L will be what? So delta L divided by L is equals to strain equals delta L divided by L. Question number 28 is which of the following materials do not have a well defined yield point? Which of the following materials do not have a well defined yield point? So the correct answer is heat treated steel, concrete and carbon fiber. Means they don't have well defined yield point. What is the reason? Their stress strain curve goes like this. Means they don't have a well defined yield point that will lie in this region from here to here. Question number 29 is factor of safety is the ratio of. This is important question. So factor of safety is the ratio of yield stress, ultimate strength. Let's see the options. Working stress, this is wrong. Yield strength and endurance, this is also wrong. Ultimate strength and yield strength, this is also wrong. Yield strength and working stress, that is correct. Question number 30. This is the last question of this part, and the question is the elongation of a bar is 0.5 mm. Elongation of a bar is means delta L. It is 0.5. Delta is 0.5 when a tensile stress of 200 Newton per mm square act on it. Means stress, that is sigma, equals 200 acts on it. Determine original length of a bar. Modulus of elasticity is 150 into 10 to the power 3. Modulus of elasticity. So how will you calculate it? For calculating it, we know that modulus of elasticity is stress upon strain. So E equals we have E. So E equals sigma. Sigma is 200 divided by 0.5 divided by L, that is length, original length, and this will be equals to 150 into 10 to the power 3. So from here L will be equals to 150 into 10 to the power 3 into 0.5 so the final answer is 375.93. 375.93. After calculating it, you will get 375.93. So this is the end of the video, and if you like this video, please press like button. Please subscribe the channel and share it with your friend. Thank you so much.